All right, let's get
Hey, man. Cheers.
Cheers, big ears.
Appreciate you having me.
You already know. Oh, let me tap.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That's smooth.
it's not bad at all. We could shoot it too. It's when I go for tequilas, I try to go for the 100% agave.
That's like the more healthier route with the tequila, right? Or like the more pure form of it?
Yeah, cause like I think they use like other plants and shit.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm not a tequila connoisseur or whatnot, but I just know like if I'm gonna find a cheap tequila that's good, it's got to be 100% agave. And then I just look up the reviews online. Super important. Yeah. A lot of people be trying to go for Casa. Casa used to be like $25, bro.
Bro, I don't like big name liquors, and I'm not. It's like once that liquor is so popular, I feel like they have to mass produce it, so they gotta cut corners somewhere with it.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like why not go to the ones that are still? It's a great quality, but it's like it's not overhyped.
Yeah. I don't know, like I'm not gonna lie too, man. I'm learning a lot about cutting corners, myself, right? Because like when I'm trying to do stuff and I like say like I buy a cheap quality mic or I buy like a cheap pair of shoes. Maybe I get a pair of like knockoffs. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I realize like they look good. If everything works good, but eventually that stuff breaks down. And then you end up buying another mic, and then you like, you know what? I just bought 2 cheap mics, and they finally broke down on me. Let me go hook
like
for
the
quality.
price of that, I could have just got like a solid mic in the first place.
100%.
Or even with like the low quality stuff, it's like it's hard to like go get a refund or go get like that warranty because it's like, well, I didn't get the proper one in the first place.
100%.
So it's like you really backtracking. Got to take extra. Not you, but in general, like when we take shortcuts, we got to like basically like do everything twice because it may not go the same route we want it to go. It's like, oh, we might have this shortcut, but really we going the long way and see like everything down the road. So,
or you hit that you get that cheap tequila and you like I could buy more of this, and now you got a DUI.
That's a bar. That's a bar. And trust me, I understand that OVI round. So.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
man. But all right, we get this joint started. What's really good? It's your boy Dex, and welcome to the Perception is Key podcast. You already know what it is. Go ahead and introduce yourself to the people out there.
What's good, y'all? My name's Jamouf. From Columbus. I have a brand called Mouth Worldwide. We're a creative brand. It's a team of creatives. So we have clothes, we have music, and we have just whatever you need. We do events, a little bit of everything. So tap in.
That's what's really good. Happy birthday. Happy belated birthday.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
Libra gang.
Yes, sirski.
You already know what it is, man. So I did some research, man.
Okay.
So I heard there's a difference between September Libras and October Libras. So the difference between September Libras, we are great mediators in disagreements. So this is why I have a podcast. And then October Libras are geniuses when it comes to initiating social gatherings and bringing relationships together thoughtfully. How do you feel about that?
I didn't know there was a difference, but I guess looking at how our relationship, how it's grown over the years, and just seeing what we do, that actually makes perfect sense, bro. So, yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. I don't know shit about Zodiacs, bro.
All I know is when it comes to the Libras, we just try to bring balance to everything.
Yeah.
Usually good. Sometimes it might not be good, but we just bring balance to it.
Yeah.
We could be a little chaotic sometimes.
I mean, it's important, though. That's part of the balance.
That's true.
If it's too chill, yeah.
It's like, let me come in here. Let me start yelling and screaming. It's like, everybody, like, what's going on? But it just changed the energy, though.
Yeah, man. I saw this meme. It pretty much said, like, you got to be careful with dudes who know they're, like, their sun sign and their moon sign and all that Zodiac stuff, because they, like, slayers, bro. They get all the girls for some reason.
That's deep.
Zodiac signs, man.
I'm low-key tapped in. Low-key. I ain't going to sit here and act like I know my whole chart, but...
Yeah, I don't know the compatibilities or anything like that.
I mean, I feel like that's hit or miss because somebody could have the same exact chart as somebody else, but it's like depending on their upbringing, I don't think they're going to be like the same person. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
Maybe similar qualities, but I feel like the Zodiac ties into the upbringing and also just ties into the person's like core mission too.
We're going to go right here to the shot now. You ready for yours?
Let's get it.
Salud.
Y'all trying to get me fucked up.
Nah. Just
you gotta get a toast because you came last.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
What's the toast?
Good times.
Good time.
Let's get it.
A new bartender.
Ooh.
Bro, that's super smooth.
Mm-hmm.
You about to go grab some, huh?
The artwork is crazy too.
The artwork is fire.
Bro, I'm messing with that.
Micampotequilla. I'm not what you call sponsored by him.
Yet. Once they hear this, they will, oh yeah, we gotta get Dex laced.
Yeah, let me know, man. You know, nobody else talking about it but me.
So let's get it. That's how it starts, you feel me? That's how it starts.
So what's really good? What's really good? It's your boy Dex. Welcome to the Perception is Key podcast. You already know what it is. I am here with
Denna.
and
Jamouf.
Jamal. What's poppin', man? How y'all doing?
I'm feeling good. Feeling great.
Yeah. Life's been good?
Life's always good. As long as you got breath in your lungs, listen, life is always good.
I heard that. How
Just
about
gotta
you?
make the best out of whatever is handed to you.
That's real. We got another day to figure it out, another day to keep trying.
Yes, sir.
Everything's good. Just taking it a day at a time, trying to keep figuring things out. So, yeah.
All right.
What's
First
up with
question?
you?
Yeah, but who, me?
Yeah.
I'm good, man. I'm good. At the end of the day, like, we always progressing, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Always progressing, man. When it's wherever it starts, it's definitely not the ending. You know what I mean? So you got to just keep pushing.
Right.
You know, starting this podcast, trying to get it popping for the people out there that need something real to hear. I think that's super important. I think a lot of people just talk about like high level stuff. We listen to celebrities talk. You know, their lifestyle is a lot different than ours. At the end of the day, I'm just trying to showcase like exactly like how normal people
And realness.
and you know, real thoughts, man, and different thoughts. I try to provoke people to think outside the box because I feel like everybody's being breastfed whatever's in society and
Yeah.
Or whatever's popular.
whatever's
Almost
pop.
almost an echo chamber at this point.
Yeah, man.
But
So
when you say high level, it's like, is it really high level with this celebrity stuff? I feel like that's just more like materialistic.
I guess when I say high level, I just mean like it's just easily accessible.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's like it's up there, so everybody can grab it or everybody can get to it. Or,
Okay.
But everybody can't like live their lifestyles. Is why I say high level.
That's true.
You know what I mean? So like I can't really relate to Jay-Z talking about all these watches he's, you know what I mean? And then like I can't relate to all the chicks that Drake be smashing because like obviously he be doing his thing. I from what I hear, and so like at the end of the day, like when you hear that type of music, I don't know if it really resonates as much as people fantasize about being in them situations. You know what I mean?
It sounds good, but it's like we not all living that day to day.
Nah, not even.
That's real. No,
Not
that's
even.
real.
Not even. Talk about real. You single?
Man, very much so.
Why?
Sound recent.
I think, man, if I really say how
Hey, yeah. I mean, obviously, don't disclose too much information. Just make it general as possible.
No, I mean, I think that because of the type of mother that I am, it gets in the way of me actually being able to have a relationship with somebody because most men are used to females who can just drop their kid off or who's willing to just
Drop their
kid off any and everywhere and just go on about their business. That's not me. That's not the life that I live.
That's right.
Like mentally, I know my daughter, she needs, like I'm her first example of a woman. So I carry myself in a way.
Yeah.
So I don't have a lot of people in and out of my house. I don't have, like I'm not out every weekend. Like I barely go out. I think the last time I went out was on my birthday, which was in July.
Nice.
So it's just that, you know, I have to be a certain representation for her so that she can be a certain representation for herself when she gets older. So I think that a lot of men aren't used to that because I'm not the type of woman who is looking for somebody to do for me. I'd rather do for myself. That way you can't say, I did this for you.
Yeah.
So that, like working all the time, providing for my child, it just gets in the way of me having a good, effective relationship because in their mind it's like, oh, she really don't care about me the way she said that she do. And it's not that that's not even the case. I work 50 hours a week and then I'm a mom.
Respect.
Like I have 2 full-time jobs, and if you can fit in there, then cool. But you also got to get past my daughter because she overprotective of me, like, on another level. So, you know, it gets in the way of me having a real relationship. So I figure in 5 years when she's 18,
the playing field opens.
the playing field opens. But until then, you know, I guess I'll just be single.
Keeping it low key.
Yeah, I was thinking about that, about something you said earlier about how, like, would you say, you don't want a man to be able to say he did something for you?
Yeah.
That's a little rough. You know what I mean? I think men don't mind doing stuff for women. I'm gonna say girls, women. Yeah. But I think that we just want to be appreciated. It's not even about throw it in your face. Oh, I bought those tickets to Six Flags, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, appreciation is key, but it's like, I feel like if you, like, for me, if I'm doing something for a shorty, it's because I appreciate her and I just want to make sure she's taken care of, she's feeling comfortable, she has what she needs, but it's not, oh, I did this, so I'm just going to take it away if I'm mad or give this back. You know, I feel like that's a weird way to go about things. So
okay, so this is what I mean by when I say that. Like, on a consistent basis, like, paying my rent. Like, I need you to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm relying you. Without you, this ain't going to get handled. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean.
Dang,
so
that's a relationship, paying the rent. Yeah.
Like, at the end of the day, the only person that ever did that was the person that I was about to marry.
Okay.
Like, other than that, nah. Yeah. And even when we was breaking up, he tried to throw it out there. And I'm like, you lived in the condo too.
Nah, man, like, we doing something for sure. We gotta do that because it's something we want to do, not do it because it's something we want to be able to bring up later on. Yeah, it's like, do that from the heart. Don't do it from, oh yeah, I could just, this is a card I could use in my back pocket, you know? So
yeah. I mean, you know, some people, I think at the end of the day, it's more so recognize what role I played in your life.
Yeah.
And it's like, regardless, you play a major role in my life if I'm allowing you to be in it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't just allow anybody access to me. So you got to respect it from that point of view. But at the same time, like, nah, you lived here too, G. It wasn't all for me. Yeah. It wasn't all for me. It wasn't all for her. Yeah. It was for us.
Not just a one-way street.
Yeah, like, it was for us.
Yeah,
so,
that's real.
You know, it be like that sometimes, but I think some people just do things for recognition. But I'd rather say I got it on my own than needing somebody to do it.
Yeah. No, I definitely understand that. I still think, though, that, like, when it comes down to things, it takes a community, man, regardless. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like, I have a daughter. If my mom needs her, you know what I'm saying? You know, it takes a community to raise that daughter. You know, my sister, anybody in my life is gonna help raise her, because, like, you're gonna need more than one perspective at all times. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, not everybody knows everything. So yeah, I admire, because my mom was a single mom in the world doing her thing. You know what I'm saying? And doing the best to raise me and my little sister. But, like, I feel like at the end of the day, like, you shouldn't have to do it alone if you have somebody who's willing to be the best person for you at the time, you know?
You have someone that you love that wants to pour love into someone else you love. It's like, how can you deny that?
Yeah.
And then, like you said, you have a daughter, so you want her to have those, like, those women perspectives from your mom and from your sister, because that's how you were raised as well. So that continues to help her to grow.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I got a good question. You single as well, bro? Like,
yeah, I'm single like a Pringle.
Single like a Pringle.
Pringles ain't single. It's like, nah, it's funny because I say that when people ask me and they be like, but single's not Pringle.
Connection.
I mean, Pringle's not single.
That's
like,
they come in a can,
it's
but
a
still.
whole stack of them boys.
I'm like the one chip challenge. How about that?
Oh, okay.
Single Pringle. It's just me, myself, and I right now.
It's that spicy chip challenge. I need one.
Just one.
Extra spicy.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, nah, but have y'all? Good question for both of y'all. Have y'all ever lost a good man or a good woman?
Lost? Honestly, no, I don't think I have.
Have you been the good man that got lost?
Every trip.
Every trip.
Not every trip. I'll say
That's
eight
that Libra
out of 10
mentality,
times. 8 out of 10 times. 8 out of 10. It's like, hey, they kind of messed up what was going on. But at the same time, I'm focused on me. So if we're actually locked in trying to figure things out, it was typically the shorty that kind of messed things up. It's like, all right, well, if you're not taking things serious or you're not appreciative, it's time to get up through.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then after that kind of happens, it's like, oh, they want to kind of switch things up and start acting right. But it's like, no, it's a little too late. Too late for that. So we got to keep it pushing.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, I think what happens is, you realize you had a good guy, but like you get on a level where you feel like, oh, well, this good guy showed me that, showed me so much and pretty much blew her head up. And what she's doing now is she's like, oh, if I could get him, I could get another good guy. So she goes and plays that field and realizes these dudes really ain't out there for that. You know what I mean? They out there for whatever they could get out of you. Mm-hmm. And then what ends up happening is they end up like, oh, man, this is dreadful. You know what I mean? Like, because women, in my opinion, I don't think they ever try to level down. I feel like after they've gotten a certain level of dude,
they're trying to get that every trip.
They're trying to get that or better.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's very hard to, downgrade.
No, sir.
No?
No.
Which I respect, though. We got to respect that, though. They not trying to settle or go back a level, but at the same time, they're trying to find sometimes those quality and characteristics in someone that they quote or may think is better, but it's like they may not put that same time in, put that same work in, that same investment. So, you know what I mean? It's not always going to be the same just because they think the person's better. That person might not be as devoted as the person that they were with before.
For sure. What do you, so you never lost a good man?
No.
It's just been you?
I've always been a good one out of the relationship. Yeah. Because all my exes come back. Every last one of them. Like, they always double back. It's not, and, like, me and my ex-fiance was together off and on for 10 years. Yeah. So, and any other ex that I've had, like, in between there has always doubled back. Like, even my most recent situation was from somebody that I knew from 15 years ago. So, it's never, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm never the issue. Like, I think sometimes because I'm so distant, they think that there's somebody else, but it's never nobody else. Like, when I say if I even allow you in my space, it's just you. Like, I'm obsessed with you, for real. Like, there's nobody else who has my interest other than that person. So,
respect. It's
just like when they leave, like even my last situation, like he's trying to come back now, cause he fucked up. And then he out there and he's seen, yeah, she may have looked better, but she ain't got nothing on this one that I had.
And looks can be subjective for the most part, so.
Yeah, I mean, people got their preference. Like, I know I got my preference.
What's your type?
What's my type?
Let's go.
Yo, we hopped right. Listen. What's my type?
A long head, thick, red bone.
Damn. I don't even. Okay, so for real, I don't like light-skinned dudes.
Yeah.
Like, they gotta be my complexion to chocolate.
Okay.
Taller than me, which isn't hard, because I'm only 5'2".
Okay.
Oh, you a midget.
Man, listen. My 13-year-old's taller than me.
Nice.
Like, that's a problem. But, like, I like thick dudes.
Oh, you like chunky?
Not chunky, but, like, you gotta have some meat on you.
Yeah.
But that's just like dudes. Like, dudes like thick women. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, I like me a thick dude. Have I dated skinny? Absolutely.
Yeah.
But, like, my preference is a nigga with some weight on him.
Yeah.
Like, I just cuddling better. Like, I had an ex that was damn near 300 pounds. Like, I would literally rub on his belly when we would cuddle.
That's real.
Like,
shout out to the big dudes out there, man. I just want to say one thing.
Hold on,
y'all
not
all
fat,
appreciate
though.
it.
Listen.
She said thick.
Not fat. Because y'all know when y'all say a thick girl, she gotta be curvaceous.
Yeah.
Right?
It's like that belly can't be out more than that butt.
Exactly.
So what that booty do?
Like, yeah, like they thick, just not fat. I ain't dealing with no teddy bear ass nigga.
That's crazy.
We not doing that. But yeah, like.
All right, what about you,
It's
man?
like it was a D lineman or something.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like he played flag football. He played like he was into sports for real.
Yeah.
But he was just still like
Fluffy a little, you know?
yeah, a little thick.
But still was out here moving and grooving.
But
though, so.
still, yeah,
Okay.
was still getting it in.
Solid.
Like, but what's that? Volleyball. That's what it's called. He did volleyball.
Okay, that's dope.
Like the whole nine.
Yeah,
but he
you
just
was,
was.
He's an athlete.
You was his biggest fan? What's up?
Was I his biggest fan?
Yeah, you was
Absolutely.
that's
Like
what
when
I'm
he
talking
did
about.
his flag football out in Sandusky. 20-degree weather, I was standing outside cheering him on, freezing my ass off, but I'm going to be there.
That's a good woman for you, man.
There you go, y'all. Tap in.
Like I said, I be obsessed, borderline, with who I'm with, period.
I feel like that's how it should be, though.
Yeah.
Especially when you're really trying to figure things out and work it out.
Yeah, I think though it's difficult for men though because like I think when you go too hard, sometimes I think females
It don't be appreciated.
not even that it don't be appreciated. It just I think females look at it as like, oh, you're submitting to me, you know what I mean, and I want to be submissive. You know what I'm saying? You don't think so?
Hell no.
I know what you
Elaborate.
mean.
I don't think so. Listen, no matter how much how independent a woman is, she always wants to be spoiled.
Yeah.
Period. Like, and it don't even gotta be like money or jewelry or shit like that. Like, but like spoil me for real. That's gonna really keep me obsessed. Like, spoil me with time, consistency, showing me you care, showing me you in any way possible that you can figure it out. Do it.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like you're being submissive to me. I'm gonna be like, that's my baby. And I'm gonna in turn do the same for you. Like my ex, he got full body rub downs. Like the one that I was just with, bruh. I mean, I ain't even gonna stunt. He came over, was it yesterday?
Hey, I'm proud of you.
I cooked him breakfast the whole nine. I mean, like,
Treat him like a king.
Yeah, like I don't, even though we had our bruh.
Like hard times, rough times.
Roller
Man, I wanted to
coasters.
punch him in his shit. I swear to God I did. Like, but I told him, I will bust your whole shit. Because he did a lot. But I ain't taking him back. We just cool. I cook you breakfast, though.
So that's like your male friend right now.
We cool. I mean, we on good terms. There's no beef. Like, I don't look at him now and want to punch him in his shit no more.
There's no intimacy, huh?
But, yeah, no, we just cool. I met him working at Teleperformance, too.
Who? Yo, that's like, so we go back about 17 years?
Yeah.
17 years.
That's
man.
dope. That's dope.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Is that when you first got here, Dex?
Huh?
Is that when you first got here?
Yeah, when I first got here.
Okay.
The same one for another or a different one?
What you mean?
I don't know. We talk about it later.
But yeah, I met him working there. Like, he got fired. He had braids back then.
Yeah, I know.
You know who I'm talking about now?
It start with an N or?
Okay.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Oh, yeah, that was his homeboy.
Yeah. The same one. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. All right.
And another thing.
And another one. Hey, so how do you feel about female friends? Like, what's your take on that?
Bro, I feel like having a female platonic friendship is key.
Yeah.
Like my whole life, I've always grown up with platonic. I have women friends that I've known since elementary school, middle school, high school, and we're still friends to this day. Still platonic. Like nothing's ever happened. It's like we're really just friends. It's almost like a brother. I ain't gonna say brother sister because I treat my female friends like my brothers. So it's like a brother thing. Like if they have any questions about guys or they want to vent, I'm there. But it's like, all right, we gotta figure out a solution because you're not about to
keep
crying
complaining
over the
about
same dude
shit.
over and over. It's like, nah, we gonna figure something out. You either gonna step where y'all gonna have to like change up how y'all doing things.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like, bro, it's important. It's imperative to have female friends. It's imperative.
Yeah. I think some female friends could be leechers though, man. They just there for your energy. Some of them.
I feel like that's.
I can't call them a friend though, but I'm just saying like
Yeah.
they try to get into your life as a friend and don't necessarily add any benefit. You know what I'm saying? And when I say benefit, like I just mean like yo, like you know, it's always one sided. You know what I mean? And I hate that. I hate that so much. Like
Nah, female friends that are almost like I say, it's like a brother, because sometimes when y'all out, like, they'll be a wingman for you. Like, they throwing the lives, you know? I feel like that's, like, the type of women friends you got to keep on.
I would say you can't be a female friend unless you, like, hooking me up with some of your friends.
at least one. And it's like, okay, we locked in. I might throw you a lob to one of the homies, maybe, you know, see how it goes. But if that's your friend, it's like you ain't trying to throw her the wrong lob. And she like, well, why would you even tell me to talk to him if you knew it was him? You know, so it's like even looking out for them on that side of things. Yeah. Because it's like we still got to be protective because they're women, but it's still like that friendship, though, so.
But nah, throw me the lob every time we
friends. Throw the lob off the backboard.
Yeah. You got male friends that you be throwing the lobs to? Like, yo, this is my friend Denise, Jacob.
Man, listen. Every friend that I've had has tried to smash.
Okay.
Like it like even my most recent male bestie that I tried to like he even got a girl that he been with for years. Yeah. Like, and me thinking like, oh, that's going to make him not be, you know what I'm saying, aggressive towards me. No. Like, I go over there, he filling up on me. Like, nigga, this ain't that. Like, if we friends, we just friends. Right. You can't touch on me. You can't kiss on me. You can't rub on me. Like, it's just a friendship. And, like, we fall out often because of that. Like, he'll be like, oh, send me a video of you and your ex fucking. Whoa. And I'm like, why you want to see that?
That boy thirsty.
Yeah, like weird shit. And when I be trying to explain to him, like, yo, that's weird.
You slammed on the brakes on that one.
Yeah, like, you just, like, the other day, we just fell out again because I had posted a video on my Instagram, and he's like, oh, she want to fuck. Like, slid in my messages. And I was like, yo, you need to get checked out.
Would you consider that a friend though?
And that's what I keep telling him. Like he like, oh well, you don't take my my humor or some shit like that. And I'm like, that's not the way best friends act.
Like, is that someone, if you had a flat tire and I don't, like, say you don't know how to change it?
He says that he would, but I doubt.
But would they expect something that like, I change your tire now, let me. You know what I'm saying? Like, is that kind of trash? Or is it like, you good? Just want to make sure you cool. Let me know when you get home type deal. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't even dare ask him because the way that the motherfucker
I ain't gonna lie. You might have to question that friendship.
Yeah,
you might have to question that friendship.
Him, like, listen, I'm not coming over your house no more. You can't keep your hands to yourself. Like, you be crossing boundaries. And, like, he throw fits and shit. And I'm like, I'm not with all that extra sensitive shit. Like, you can't disrespect me and then throw a fit after I put you in your place for disrespecting me.
Yeah, because you got to make sure you're setting that boundary if you're feeling disrespected.
If I keep allowing you to cross the boundary, like, you going to think shit's cool, and it's not. That's not, you're not a real friend. I feel like you just trying to wait to see if you can crack. You know what I'm saying? At some point.
Playing the long game.
Yeah, like, it ain't going to happen, Chief. You just a friend.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna put our business, but like we hung out like on a weird night. She hit me up and was like, "Hey, what you doing?" I was like, "Nothing, chilling." She was like, "Come hang out with me. Let's go get some drinks and kick it." Yeah. You know, I guess what your friend was out there? Your cousin.
It was my cousin and his wife.
And I was like, yeah, just pull up to the crib, man, chill. You know what I'm saying? Bro, fell asleep on the couch. Didn't even try nothing. Because, like, you know, we got
years.
Yeah, years. Like,
that's that's what friendship's about.
I wouldn't ruin that for that. You know what I'm saying? And plus, she cool as hell, yo. Like, conversation. If we talk, like, I might say some crazy stuff, but I feel comfortable. We've been talking like this forever. You know what I'm saying?
But that's y'all's friendship. If that's the friendship and, you know, no one's feeling disrespected, like, that's just how things work.
Yeah, like, you never took it too far. Yeah. Like, you never been on some, oh, your titties looking big. Damn, that ass fat. Let me crack. Like, you never. It just be the normal. You know, you thick as fuck, right?
But he gonna tell. But as a friend, he gonna tell you like, hey, like your fit fire, like tell you like you looking nice. But if he ain't being all extra with it, it's like that's just a friend. Like just so you know, like you looking nice.
Yeah. Certain shit be cool, but certain shit like when you get the grabbing and touching on me, that's when it's like.
Yeah, I might mention it, but I'm not about to like, hey man, you know that shit crazy. Come on over, you know, nah. I got some
stupid.
And we were just talking about earlier before you came in. we was talking about how the moon super effective. Like if you think
Yeah, the phases of the moon.
Yeah, but wait, go ahead and say that one more time.
All right, so you know how they say like a lot of crazy things happen on the full moon, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so the way I look at it is kind of more scientific. So during a full moon, like just thinking about the ocean, like it's usually like a high tide, and then like if there's no moon really showing, it's more of a low tide. Our bodies are made up of what, like 70% water, 80% water.
Whoa.
That's even more. So if the water in the ocean is affected by a full moon, why in the world would we not be affected by that as people? And we're full of water. You know what I'm saying? So to me, that just makes more sense. That's why there's like more crime and just more like wild things that happen around the full moon. And then you got to think they're calling people like, oh yeah, the full moon. People are going to start acting crazy. They're going to become lunatics. And we were just talking about like the wording behind it. So lunatic, like luna is moon in Spanish. So it's just like that has to tie in somehow.
Absolutely.
So yeah, just talking about how words and just like how everything really affects everything. Is just like what's your perspective, like what's the perception of how you looking at it. You feel me? So
because the perception is key.
Exactly. Big facts. Big facts.
That's wild though, right?
Yeah.
My last name is Moon.
Even more synchronization.
Synchronicity. Let's go. 100%, man. I appreciate the peach rings, God damn. How many of y'all like peach rings?
Bruh, peach rings go stupid.
That's Kroger brand. That tastes like the legit drinks.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, they got some good candy for the love. They got the little 4 for $5. You get like the gummy worms, gummy bears. They got the little chocolate covered nut. It's like a little variety pack. It's different types. It's pretty good though. So I'll go in there and get a couple bags of candy. I got a sweet tooth, so I gotta make sure I keep something. So
Nah.
What?
She anti-candy.
Man, no, it's not even that. Listen, anything I take in is a pound. Like a pound added on. So I be trying to limit everything. Like my sugar intake, all of that. Like it just...
Respect.
So I be trying to keep it... Like I buy candy for my daughter, but... Yeah, I be trying to keep everything.
You don't have no kids, right?
Not yet. Still working on that.
Don't do it.
See, all right. This is the thing. Eventually, I want to get married, have kids, but I feel like I'm going to be a better dad than a husband. That sounds crazy, I know.
Yeah, man, that's a good topic. I'm going to be real honest with you. The dynamic switch. So, like, you got to think, when you're in a relationship with an individual, that's y'all too. And then, like, the reason why most people, like, break up after the kid is because, like, the dynamic switch.
Yeah.
The relationship's not the same anymore. Yeah. So now you're focusing on your kid. Your kid is priority over your significant. Exactly. And then, like, so...
No, yes, and no.
Yeah. I mean, you have to figure out the balance, right? But, like, eventually, like, it takes a toll on a relationship. In most situations, if you haven't set the foundation of your relationship, right? So if your foundation is jacked up, when you have a kid, everything else just, like topples, you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, like having a kid definitely adds a different variable to a relationship, which should be like a learning experience and something you grow with together, but it never really ends up that way, yo. At least in most cases. And then if you can figure that out, it's a beautiful situation.
That's true. That's probably why it's such an anomaly. Because my mom and dad didn't grow up together. Like I was pretty much an accident. So, but my mom got married, and then they have twins. So I got twin brothers, and it's like I've seen both sides of how things work out. My brothers definitely had it better than I did growing up, but when you the oldest kid and you grow up with your parent, that just make you look at life different because you seen them go through all those phases, and it kind of just makes you more like appreciative of things and makes you more like understanding. It's like, oh, you're really like, I feel like when we like look at our parents, it's like phases because it's like they're the perfect people, and then it's like we may resent, and then it's like we get to a mature point. It's like they're human too, trying to figure it out just like I am. As we get older, we become more empathetic and more understanding of how things are. So I feel like we just kind of go through those phases.
Nah, not me.
What?
Speak on it.
Like for my mom, like knowing because like my parents, they were like high school sweethearts.
Oh, word.
You know what I'm saying? Like they both went to South together. They graduated from South together. My mom walked the stage pregnant with my older sister.
Oh, you Columbus through and through.
Columbus.
Okay.
Let's go.
Through.
Okay.
So like they, you know what I'm saying? My mom and my dad was together for 20 years. So, but my dad, like even when he owned his own business, his money was his money. It wasn't our money. It wasn't the kids. It wasn't for the. It was mine is mine.
Okay.
And then you take care of the kids. So like, nah, my dad don't get no respect.
Damn.
Like he do, like on the level like you're my dad.
Yeah.
But when we have those, like we had a heart-to-heart conversation when I was 18. And he was like, do you resent me for your upbringing? And I told him yes. Because you could have did better.
That's real.
But you chose not to. Like, I don't care. Like, I had my daughter at 23 years old. That forced me to grow up. Like, granted, I was very mature and very responsible before I had her. Yeah. Because even in college, like, I was working and paying my classes straight out of pocket. So, like, I was already responsible before I had my daughter. But it really made me be more, like, focus for real. Yeah. And being able to keep a job. Like, I don't give a fuck if I had a bad day. Right. This is my motherfucking job, period. This is what's putting food on the table. And it was just like, for my dad, it was like, no, I respect you as my father, but I don't respect you as a man.
Dang.
And, like, he's like, oh, you don't, da-da-da. He even said it. He was like, you don't ask me for nothing.
For what?
And I'm like, you told me no so many times as a kid.
Don't want to feel that rejection again. It's like, why even set yourself up for that? It's like, if I ask, I know it's probably going to be no.
Right.
I understand that. It's like, I'm going to just figure it out myself. I don't even want to be the possibility of being told no.
Exactly.
Yep.
So it's like, nah, like you told me no so much as a kid that now it's like, no, I got it. And he's like, but your sister asked me for everything. She ain't even got no kids. Like my older sister, 38 with no kids.
But she probably, was she told no as much? Or maybe she just has less, I don't know.
No, she not, like... Me and my mom really went through a struggle heavy when my sister was away in college that my sister wasn't a part of.
Oh, okay.
But my dad, like me, my mom, and my dad, we all lived together. Mm-hmm. But he put all the responsibility on my mom. So, like, there was times where we didn't have what we were supposed to have. Like, he'd eat all the food in the refrigerator and say, fuck y'all. Or he'll take the car and bang out, I gotta walk from North James Road all the way to Eastmore to get to school.
That's kind of racist. I ain't gonna lie.
He always get the big piece of chicken.
Yeah, like no, I mean like literally eating all the food where there was no food in the house, and me and my mom got to share a burger from Rally's.
Yeah, like she was definitely stressed and may have taken it on you a little bit.
No, I'm saying my sister, she didn't know none of that.
No, mom.
Because she was already out the house or what?
Yeah, she was in college.
Yeah, I feel that.
So my mom was like sending money to my sister in college. So my sister didn't know the struggle that we was going through.
Have y'all talked about this?
Yeah, we talked about it and she was like, now I see why you treat daddy the way you treat him. Because my dad don't get he called me the other day. I didn't answer his phone call. Yeah. What do we need to talk for? What do we need to talk about? Man. He don't even know where I live. What do you need to know where I live for?
Oh, dang. It's deep.
Like, we don't... Even, like, my last place, I had a condo for 6 years. The only reason why he found out where I lived is because I had, like, my daughter's birthday party at the clubhouse. And I invited him to the clubhouse, but it rained. So we went back to my house. Yeah. And then he seen everybody's, like, car outside of my house. That's the only reason why he found out where my condo was. Yeah. Like... You don't get access because you wasn't.
Big pimping, let's go, baby.
Because you wasn't what you were supposed to have been. You know what I'm saying? And then he's physically abused. He was. So it's just like, I think about it and I'm like, man, that plays a major part in my relationships. Yeah. Like, I hate it, but it does. And it's like, I think that's another reason why I really just be like, nah, I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ain't gotta.
I feel like a dad's supposed to be a girl's like first love in a way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the dad's
Every
supposed
girl
to.
wants to be a daddy's girl.
Every dad's supposed to show the daughter like this is how a guy's supposed to treat you. And from there, that's
Period.
when women kind of go out there and find those similar qualities.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like if you were getting certain qualities from your dad, and it's like you're not rocking with that, you already gonna look at that as red flags whenever you see that in any other situation.
Period.
So you gotta see. Wouldn't you possibly show some green flags or
Well, I try not to claim a mama's boy, but I love my mom. She's always been there for me to hope my whole life.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, like for somebody who treats me the way, I'm never going to be able to find a woman that's going to treat me the same. Yeah. So like it's very hard for me to like I guess like compare. So I try not to. But these women out here are difficult, man.
Times has changed too, bro. Social media different.
Yeah.
Like y'all remember growing up, we going to the mall, piece of paper, pen in the pocket, bro.
Yes.
Or at least just a pen, like just write your number on my arm or something.
Yeah.
Now it's like phones. Like I just remember growing up going to Easton, like where you had to have an ID to even just walk around.
Man, I was telling my daughter that too. Like you used to have an ID. Like when they just had the shooting.
Times is different.
They had a shooting in Easton?
Yeah.
How long
ago?
ago?
Boy got killed
Over the
like
summer, I
a month ago.
believe. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Like a little boy got killed.
It was
in
all
Easton
teenagers.
Mall.
They was all under 17. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's wild.
And my daughter's like, you're not gonna let me go to Easton anytime soon, are you know?
On a Sunday.
Hell no.
On a Sunday?
It was a Sunday. Yeah, bro.
On a Sunday at Easton.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
That's what I told her. I said they used to have security at when
Yeah.
you walk through the garage door,
Security
going
was
up
tight.
that little ramp.
You ain't
They
going.
had security with the ropes.
Before you even, as soon as you get off the stairs, before you even get to the Funny Bone or Game Works, it's like, where your ID at?
Right, where your
Membership?
ID at?
Membership? Like, that's
Hey,
what that
speaking
early.
of GameWorks, it's Legoland now, bro.
Bro,
No,
yes.
but that's how I'm saying, like, that's how far back I'm going. Game Works
Phil,
was there.
Facts, like-
Speaking of getting old, bro, like I would tell you something about me right now. So I have a daughter. I know you don't have kids.
Yeah.
It definitely, yeah, at the moment. Yo, something that's crazy about me is like, I'm more into my emotions. It's weird. Like I be crying during movies and shit. Like,
Bruh, listen.
I feel like the older we get, though, it's just we become more empathetic because we go through more. We're able to relate to more. Or if we haven't went through it, it's like we know somebody's going through it, so we kind of like with them through it.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like almost putting ourselves in them shoes and
Yes.
on them shows and the movies. It's like, dang, I know what they talking about. I know they're going through. And it's just
Yeah.
like, it just start hitting them emotional buttons. And then it's
Bruh.
like, man, what's going on? Who cut onions in here? So,
Bruh.
hey.
I'm telling you, so I was watching, probably like a week ago, I was watching Crash. I don't know if
With
you know.
Ludacris.
Ludacris was in that joint. Michael Pena is like probably my favorite Hispanic artist. Like,
Okay.
right? He does a lot of crazy stuff. He was in Ant-Man, all that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyways, Michael Pena, like, he pretty much started this scene where, he was going to fix this dude's lock. It was like a Arabic dude or whatever, and he didn't trust him because he was Hispanic.
Yeah.
And he was trying to fix his lock. He's like, yo, you need to replace your door. The dude got mad or whatever. And he's like, you know what? I fixed it for free. Whatever, I'm out. Because the dude was mad disrespectful to Michael. So Michael Pena goes home, talks to his daughter, says, hey, I got this cloak. Kept me safe when I was a kid. I'm going to give it to you. Mm-hmm. So the cloak is supposed to protect you from a lot of things. Mm-hmm. So anyways, this dude, the Arabic dude gets mad, right? And his daughter just gave him a gun. So he's like, all right, I'm going to go. He goes in the trash, finds the receipt from when he fixed the door. And was like, I'm going to go find out with this dude. Because somebody broke into his shop. Mm-hmm. So he goes up to him, right?
Also, he's thinking that the guy that fixed the door has something to do with the breaking.
Yeah. So he goes up to his crib. And he's like about to shoot him. And his daughter sees everything happening. The mom's in the crib, like trying to get things together. Yeah. The daughter jumps off the porch and runs while the dude pulls the gun out. And the daughter jumps in his hand like he doesn't have his cloak. Jumps and grabs him. And the dude just, boom. So, like, literally the gun was straight at his daughter, right?
Oh, damn.
So, you know what I mean? Long story short, Michael Pena was, like, rubbing her back and stuff. Ain't nothing, no bullet hit her. And like, bro, I just started crying because I was like, yo, I got a daughter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just started crying. Like, I was weeping. I was like,
Oh, you was boo-hooing.
I was boo-hooing, my boy. So like, it was that crazy. And come to find out a little bit later down the movie, his daughter gave him blanks in the gun, so that's why it didn't hurt. It's crazy, bro.
Dang.
But like that joint hit a bone that was crazy, and then like that ain't the only movie it happened, but like that's probably the hardest I cried in a movie before. Like it felt like I was, I don't know, maybe something crazy happened to me, but that joint was crazy. Like the older I get, the more I can relate to things, and the more I be crying in the movies. You hit that shit right on the nail, my boy.
Yeah, bro. I never seen Crash, but I know it's kind of like a series of unfortunate events that was going on and like misunderstandings.
Yeah,
so
and they all link together.
I'm about to tap into that.
You got to, bro.
I'm about to tap in.
That's a good movie, man.
I like movies like that really make you think, and they're just really tied in. It's like the subtle details, and it's like, oh, so that happened over here, so something changes over here, like the butterfly effect almost.
Oh yeah. Did you feel like as a mother that you get more emotional during like anything?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
In everything. Like, I never had any feelings before I had my daughter.
Dang.
Like, not feelings as far as like relationship and loving somebody. Because I've always loved my mom to death.
Icebox where your heart's
But
supposed
like,
to be.
yeah, like I never really cried about nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it had to be something really traumatic for me to cry. Like, even like when people die, I just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts.
Like, I've had family members that have died, and it was just like.
Was y'all close though? Okay.
Just. But it's still like somebody dies, you wanna. But like if my mom is crying, I'm gonna automatically cry.
Right.
Like if not even my sister. My sister cries, I'm just like, dude, get it together. But like now, like being a parent, like my daughter would tell you, like I was rough. Dex would tell you I was rough as hell.
I think Dex has seen the changes from before and after motherhood.
Yeah.
Like, I was rough. Like, I mean, I've been in 20 plus fights. Like, rough. Like, my dad taught me how to use a gun at 12 years old.
Oh, so you got a fighting record.
Yeah, like, I was rough.
Okay.
And so, like, my daughter, she never seen that side of me. So, like, the only side of me that she ever seen was, like, me crying and holding her. Any little inconvenience that happened to her, like, I'm like, no, my baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, so the first, like, when my cousin started telling her stories about how I used to get down before her, she like,
not my mama.
Not my mom. What? Like, never. Until she seen me in action one time, and she's like,
oh, damn. You must have been that must have been at your practice. You better play my daughter. Play my daughter.
Well, no.
Had to turn up real quick.
They tried to, they was teasing my daughter.
Oh, word.
Like adults. Pulling up at her cheerleading car washes and picking on my daughter.
What?
That's weird.
Yes.
That's weird.
I saw a video. She was like the head cheerleader. Yo.
Yeah,
that's why she get all that hate.
Yeah. So what happened was that she was on one cheerleading team, but I pulled her. Well, I pulled her from a performance because she was the head cheerleader on that team.
Yeah.
She was the best.
Yeah.
And I pulled her from a performance. So with me pulling her from a performance, they kicked her off the team completely.
Wow.
So I was like, okay, cool. So we went to the team that she's on now.
Yeah.
So while they're at her car washes, the old team will pull up to her car washes and be picking with my daughter when I'm not there.
Grown people, too.
Grown people.
Nah, that's
so finally we get to the competition, cheerleading competition at the end of the season. And I definitely had to show them what was cracking.
Had a few words.
Like, we definitely had a couple words. And long story short, the police was called. Like, it got real crazy because my sister was there too, and she liked the egg shit on. Like, so it just got kind of bad. My daughter, she was in the corner crying, and I'm like feeling bad. Like,
she ain't seen that energy.
Yeah,
from
like
before.
she never seen that. Like, she never had to actually see me in action until then, and it just shocked her like so bad. Especially when they started talking about they was gonna call the police. Like. And I had to comfort her. I had to hold her. Meanwhile, I'm trying to put these girls in check, but I'm also trying to comfort her. And I'm like, I felt bad. I ain't even gonna stunt. It made me cry, like, cause I don't never want you to see me in that light.
That's the beauty of it, though. She hasn't seen you in that, so she was kind of like thrown off. It's not like she doesn't see you in that light all the time. She doesn't, you know what I mean? Like the fact that she's able to feel protected and have that that caring motherhood nature, like from you. She's not feeling like she's always in like survival mode, fight or flight.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Never.
That's good that you have her feeling that way. But this is also good because it shows her like mommy will turn up if she has to, and I know like she doesn't ever have to worry about anything, you know. So that helps show her like the duality of like being a mother. I think that's pretty dope.
Yeah, like
that's pretty dope.
Like now so my daughter is a suburban kid, like through and through. Like she ain't. So now like she be trying to like they pick on her like, oh, you whitewashed and this and that, and she.
What?
But she know how to turn up now though, cause she didn't see because she seen you
she
a little something. She
to,
said a little something.
Like,
you know?
She knows
pipe
possible.
down, you ain't built like that yet.
She seen a hint of it, so it's
like. I be trying to calm her down because I'm like, you ain't been in nothing real yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta pipe down, Chief. But
our generation was different though, man.
Yeah.
We were outside kids for real.
Outside, right? For real, and I protect her with everything. Like I'm like, no, you can't go.
Bro, I drive around my neighborhood. I don't see nobody outside, man.
It's weird. The sun is out. It's like this is the perfect day to be out playing
Day to be
basketball,
out on your bike. Man,
exactly.
listen.
Riding around with the homies. Just like, bro, what's going on?
Facts.
Yeah.
Nah, the kids is definitely different nowadays.
Yeah.
Like, all times is different.
I won't even. If I go to a park, I have to like follow my daughter around.
Yeah.
I'm scared like to leave her alone, man. I didn't see.
Like
Minority
molesters.
Report.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like weird.
Taken,
all that. Yeah, you heard?
People be weird. I be trying to explain to my daughter, and she's like, "Mommy, I want to." I'm like, people be weird. Like even to me as an adult, like people be weird.
Yeah.
Like you just gotta. Oh, nothing's gonna happen. You think that because you've lived in a protected world your whole life.
Still gotta be careful.
Anything can happen at any given moment.
Yeah.
And you have to be prepared.
But, I mean, kids will never know when you could get just dropped off at the movies and, get picked up later. You know what I'm saying? Bro, I remember, so it's a story. Me and my boy Keem. All right, so me and my boy Keem, right? We both got our licenses, whatever. We 16. And, back in the day, like, we would just go in the hood, just hang out with our people, just go everywhere we want to go. Yep. So I remember my boy Zoe's dad was like, yo, we was like, we want to go to the movies. Can you take us? And he had a little pickup truck, a little Mazda pickup truck. Yeah. He was like, bro, you can go to the movies. Like, it's no problem. If you could figure out how to drive my truck. He had a little stick shift, like Mazda. Yeah. So me and my boy was in that mug just learning, bro. We got that mug to the movies, though. You damn best believe it.
We stayed in first gear.
Yeah. But like
coast the whole way.
If I ain't met your parents, my daughter can't spend the night at your crib.
Period.
Yeah.
And even then, I got him loan for a little bit longer. Cause
not just that one meetup, like, hey, how you doing? Okay, yeah, go ahead, take him.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. When'd you get your first cell phone?
When I could afford to get it myself.
That's real.
Facts. When I was 18.
I was 16. But I definitely was working at McDonald's at the time.
Man, I wanted a job when I was 16. My parents would not let me. They was like, nope.
I'm in a single parent household. I had to do what I had to do.
That's real.
I mean... You may as well say all that shit.
When school yeah, damn, we just talked about that. She had to pull the realness out of that.
Nah, I got my first phone. All right, so technically it was 8th grade, like winter, but it was a Boost Mobile phone, and I had to buy all my own minutes. So
he a lot younger than us.
I can tell.
I was born in 92. I mean, I'm still millennial and I'm millennial. 92. I'm a millennial. I was gonna say Gen X. I was about to say the wrong one.
Yeah, but
we millennials. So you feel me? I was born in 92. Yeah, I grew up outside. Don't come back into the lights. To the street lights is on. If you thirsty, that's too bad. Ain't no in and out the house.
Yeah, so you gotta drink out the water hose. You drink out the water hose?
Cause I'm not at my crib. We all walk in the neighborhood, so we going into a random person's house and we drinking some water from their house, from the side of their house. And we go keep it pushing. We hopping fences cause we trying to get to the other neighborhood instead of walking the long way around. Yeah. So that's the area I grew up in, and then we finally get bikes, so that just make things easier. Yeah. So, but
All right, we ain't had no internet when I grew up. I was like in high school when we got internet.
When we first got internet, it's like, well, I'm on the phone, so you can't get on the computer right now.
Yeah.
So, cause you hear that whole crazy
dial-up.
sound, the little AOL. You gotta put the disc in the computer before you could even. Like I remember, it was this Tupac song called "So Many Tears." Like I remember hearing it on the radio. Exactly the hardest part. So I had the little tape recorder like on Toy Story, and I'm sitting by the radio. I'm just like, bro, when is this song coming back on? Because I'm trying to hear it whenever because I can't just wait on the radio.
All right. Yeah, you with it? You with the shit? Man. We rock. We accept you.
All right, bro. True '90s baby, man.
Yeah, man. Because if you ain't ever recorded a mixtape on like a beat, what's that? The little cassette tape? Yeah, you ain't with it, man.
Oh, I still got some cassette tapes.
Yeah.
I mean, some of them is from like old books, or then I even got some from like little testimonies from church and stuff. So
word.
I keep on to all those keepsakes and stuff.
Yeah, I gotta give me a little tape player. Yo, you know they selling like weird like tape players for like $300.
What?
A tape player, VHS. I seen some VCRs that was going crazy on Amazon, like $250, $3.
What?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
But it's like
just to play The Little Mermaid. Come on, man.
Man, just go to the thrift store. I'm pretty sure they got plenty of VCRs in there for sale. That still works. So
yeah, I got some cool things that I got that's like ancient. I got me a vinyl player. I just gave away one because I love vinyls. I got a little collection, obviously. Yeah. And then I got a laser disc. You ever heard of laser disc? All right, so
that's before CDs.
Before DVDs, before CDs, they used to have these joints on like this big, bro, like vinyl size disc.
Was the disc inside of something, or was it just a disc?
It was just a disc.
Okay.
And it was thick, bro. It was like maybe like half an inch thick.
Like taller thick.
Yeah, like thick. Okay. So you would have to like after you get to halfway through the movie, you gotta flip it over to side B to play the other side of the movie.
Okay, I'm not hip.
Well, crazy. It's upstairs. I'll show you before we leave.
It's called a laser disc?
Laser disc.
Dang.
Yeah, I got one of those. So like,
what movie you got on it?
I got Back to the Future. I got Crush Groove.
That's actually pretty fire. You got that on there.
I got what else I got on there? Weird Science.
Okay.
You know Weird Science?
Nah, I'm into Back to the Future though. I seen that series.
Yeah. All right.
Good series.
You are with Weird Science, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Who's in it?
I don't know. It was kind of like Bill and Ted, but like before Bill and Ted. That's where Bill and Ted got their swag from.
It's like a bunch of, not skits, but they like do different segments and stuff.
Not necessarily. It's just, it was literally the Weird Science movie was about these two dudes that were nerds. And they had a computer and they created this girl that was supposed to be their girl. But the girl got into the real world and realized how much like potential she had. And like was like basically throwing them off. And they was still chasing her. Okay. After they created them. But they nerds. You got to understand, like, at the end of the day, like, just because you're able to, like, create something or have possession over something doesn't mean, like, you have complete control. Yeah. You don't have complete control. And that's what that taught me at a very young age. It was like, yo, they created this beautiful woman. Like, the woman was, like, a dime, right? Yeah. But Shorty was, like, ready to, like, be everything for them. And they didn't know how to handle that because they never had it before. So, like, that's why I say, like, you can never hang out with dudes that can't get girls because they're always going to be jealous of you. You know what I'm saying?
They're going to drop the ball every time.
Every time, bro.
Every trip.
So, like for me personally, I mean, you see me in action. At the end of the day, like you got to be able to, like, have some confidence about yourself and be able to talk to women. Yep. So, like, no matter if they're yours or if they're in your possession at the time, like, once they realize what's out there, it's a difficult vibe for you. So you gotta understand. You gotta have like you gotta give something to them.
Almost.
Yeah, you gotta be comfortable in your own skin, and then you gotta be able to let them know, like, hey, like, you gotta give them a perspective that, like, yeah, you can go outwards, but you're never gonna get something like this. You know
you're not gonna find this nowhere else.
Yeah. Yep. And if you do find something similar to it, it's just still not gonna be me.
Right.
You know it's still a watered down version. Yeah. Yeah.
So something that I take pride in and something that I go hard for is that, like, yo, I'm 37 years old. My whole life, all I've been doing is learning things and increasing my value no matter where I'm going. You know what I'm saying? 100%. Like, I know how to fix cars. I know how to cook. I know how to. I got my own crib. I got, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm a good father. Like, everything that I do to the best of my ability. Yep. So that way, like, when you meet some regular dude, you're like, God damn, I wish I had Dex again, man. Fuck.
Right.
That shit sucks. Like, why was this dude able to put IKEA furniture together so fast? and I got a dude right here, right now, that don't know how to change a tire. You know what I mean? Like that's the type of value I add. So that's why like when I'm entertaining people, I realize like, yo, you can't give your energy to everybody because not everybody is like worthy
Deserving
of
of
that. Yeah. And not only that, like they never experienced that shit. So once you give them that, like you giving them a privilege. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, at the
it's
end
like a blessing almost.
100%.
Yep.
So I mean, like, look, this whole podcast didn't get put together by nobody. I ain't had nobody come in here and do this. This is me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I got real talent that, like, I understand my value. So, like, when I talk to people and they don't understand it, at the end of the day, I don't understand you.
That's your loss.
Yeah. I don't understand you. You got to bounce at the end of the day. So, like, so that's why, like, for me personally, when I talk to people, I try to be the best person for them. Like, I try to advocate for them, for themselves. Because a lot of people don't understand their value. Because they don't understand what the hell's out there. Mm-hmm. But I do. And I know I've interacted with people that are lesser than. I don't, it's not that, like, I can't rock with you because you're lesser than. Like, I can learn from anybody.
Don't want to always be the smartest person in the room.
Right.
It's like, at that point, it's almost limiting your growth. Yeah. And that's like when we were talking about the plants and how they have to go into different pots, like, once they start to grow. Because it's like, a plant can only grow so much in that certain pot. Mm-hmm. Put it in a new pot, it's like you got new soil, you got the roots. Like you said, the roots can grow more. They got a better environment. Room to spread out, so.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, bro, I'm telling you, bro. Once you get to the point where you're able to understand your value, you can help other people understand their value, and you add ultimate value at that point. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, 100%, man. I'm a good friend. I'm a good lover, a good relationship. Whatever you want me to be, I could do it. And at the end of the day, like,
that's
once
the Libra in you.
Yeah, that's that balance. But like at the end of the day, like I think at the end of the day, like a lot of people are just coasting through life with no understanding. Don't ever get an opportunity to just be able to spread their wings and fly.
Yeah,
bro. If you in my circle or if you somebody that just rocks with me, and I don't gotta worry about like the way you think. Like if you're gonna think negatively towards me, I'm gonna make sure that you know you can fly just as much as I can. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And if you don't know how to fly, bro, we gonna take some trips to the fucking airstrip. You know what I mean? And figure it out. You heard?
But that's always supposed to be for our people. We're supposed to show them a different way.
Yeah.
And that's inevitably that's been my plan with the brand. I want to show anybody that they can do that. I started when I was in school. I only had $100 to my name. I just paid my rent. I'm like, I still want to get some T-shirts made.
Yeah.
Got 10 shirts made. Was able to sell 7 of those for 15, and then from there, flip from there. And it's been 8 years. So it's just seeing the progress of that and seeing how things have grown, seeing how the team has been added to, just seeing everything from just different perspectives of I'm on the ground level making every item to I'm putting a whole event together and trying to get other vendors to come and have other people come just be a part of it. So, bro, I definitely understand that.
100%. Anyways, yo, I appreciate y'all, man, for coming out, man. I'm going to end this right here on the Perception is Key podcast. You already know. This was a great episode, and I appreciate y'all. Much love to y'all. Y'all both hold a special place in my heart. I just want to say, if y'all ever need anything, I'm always here. Taco Bell.
Taco Bell.